Rising from Manhattan's heart, 432 Park Avenue was more than a building. It was a statement, a stark white grid towering above the skyline. It promised the ultimate in luxury and exclusivity, the tallest residential tower in the Western Hemisphere. It offered billionaires a home above the clouds. The view stretched from the Atlantic to Connecticut, with every detail designed for opulence. Marketing sold a dream: private dining, a 75-foot pool, a world-class gym, and a concierge for any wish. Penthouses neared $100 million. These weren't homes, they were trophies. Owning here meant you'd arrived, a symbol of the new Gilded Age and the city's wealth gap. Architect Raphael Viñoly envisioned a pure, simple form, a perfect square nearly 1,400 feet high. Its slender profile became an instant icon, featured in magazines and on TV. For a while, the dream held. The world's wealthiest flocked to claim their piece of the sky. The building's lights twinkled over Central Park, a beacon for the ultra-rich. It was the future of urban living for the global elite, secure, private, and luxurious. But behind the gleaming facade, cracks began to show. The dream was about to unravel. The symbol of perfection was starting to reveal its deep, dark flaws. The world's most exclusive address was about to become its most notorious. The story of 432 Park Avenue was just beginning. What started as a monument to ambition would soon become a cautionary tale. The city watched as the dream began to slip away, and the nightmare crept in. At first, complaints were dismissed as the grumblings of the ultra-rich. But soon, the problems became impossible to ignore. Residents reported unsettling noises. The building creaked and groaned like a ship at sea. Floors shuddered, walls moaned, and at night, the sounds were haunting. Then came the leaks. Water damage became routine, with floods causing hundreds of thousands in damage. Elevators broke down, leaving residents stranded or forced to share service lifts with construction crews. The luxury experience was eroding, replaced by burst pipes and faulty plumbing. These weren't minor issues, they were fundamental failures in a building sold as flawless. Residents got trapped in elevators for hours, sometimes during storms when the building swayed violently. The sway, meant to be a feature, became a terrifying ordeal. Water poured through window frames, debris came loose, and the building felt alive and angry. Management tried to downplay the issues, blaming the challenges of a new building. But the problems persisted, and the sense of unease grew. Owners felt like prisoners in their own gilded cages. The contrast between the dream and reality was stark. The iconic skyscraper was starting to look less like a dream home and more like a very expensive, very tall mistake. Trust was cracking, just like the walls. The foundation of luxury was eroding. The city's elite were beginning to question what they'd really bought. The building's reputation was on the line, and the worst was yet to come. In 2021, the residents had enough. The condo board filed a $125 million lawsuit against the developers, exposing 1,500 alleged defects. The dream was dead, replaced by a catalog of horrors. Beyond leaks and noise, the lawsuit cited life safety issues, elevator failures, electrical explosions, and garbage chutes that sounded like bombs. The building's signature sway was so severe, it broke plumbing and mechanical systems. Residents described unbearable noise, constant disruptions, and fear for their safety. Promised amenities became sources of frustration, like a private restaurant with a $15,000 annual minimum, even as services were cut. The lawsuit claimed developers misrepresented the building's quality. Billionaires felt cheated, having paid for a masterpiece but received a deeply flawed product. The legal battle shattered the building's image, making it a public spectacle. 432 Park became a symbol of developer hubris and architectural overreach. The fight was no longer just about money. It was about exposing the truth. The tower, once a beacon of success, was now a case study in failure. The city watched as the dream collapsed in court. At the center of the storm was architect Raphael Viñoly. Once proud of his creation, he blamed developers and residents for the building's woes. As criticism mounted, Viñoly withdrew from the spotlight. The building meant to be his legacy became a source of ridicule and regret. In March 2023, Viñoly died at 78, just as the building's troubles peaked. His passing added a somber note to the saga, his vision now a cautionary tale. Did he regret the design? We may never know. The architect's shadow lingers over 432 Park, a haunting presence in its empty halls. The tower's curse, some whispered, had claimed its creator too. The lawsuit was the breaking point. The ultra-wealthy began to flee. desperate to escape the building's toxic reputation. For sale signs appeared, but buyers were scarce. Property values plummeted. Apartments once worth tens of millions sold at huge losses. The tower became a financial black hole, bleeding money as fast as it leaked water. As residents moved out, entire floors went dark. The once bustling community of the global elite was replaced by eerie silence. The building became a ghost tower, haunted by the failures of its past. Its name became a punchline, a cautionary tale among New York's elite. Owning a unit was no longer a badge of honor, but a mark of poor judgment. The billionaire's paradise was lost. Even the world's richest learned, some problems money can't fix. The Great Escape from 432 Park was complete. Was 432 Park Avenue cursed, or just a victim of hubris and bad design? Rumors swirled. Some blamed the land, others whispered of supernatural forces. The building's moaning during storms, flickering lights, and empty haunted floors fueled the legend. Its stark skeletal appearance made it seem less like a home, more like a soulless machine. Lightning storms cast eerie glows around its peak, adding to its mythos. The tower became a symbol of ambition gone wrong. Was it punished for reaching too high, too fast, or simply a monumental failure of architecture and engineering? In the end, 432 Park stands as a powerful warning. Even palaces in the sky can become haunted houses. The tower remains a silent, imposing question mark on the New York skyline.